Welcome to Tech Brothers with Amir. Today we are going to learn how to use filters in SSRS report. So filters can be used to filter the records depending upon the conditions. Filters can be written on data sets, tablets, matrix, or chart, or maybe there are other places as well. So you have to just take a look, and if the filters are available, go ahead and write your condition if you want to filter the rows depending upon some condition. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a report from scratch and then apply filters in the SSRS. So first of all, let me show you the data here, and I'm selecting everything from total sale table. The total records I have is equal to 11. So copy this query and let's go to the SSDT SQL Server Data Tools and create a new report. Right click on the reports tab, go to add new item, click on the report and provide the name. So I'm going to call this one filter demo report. Empty report will be created. Let's go to the data sources, right click, add data source, provide the name. So I'm going to call this one DS sales and use the shared data source as reference. So I'm going to use sales in this case and hit OK. Right click on the data sets, add data set and provide the name. I'm going to call this one DataSet sales. This is going to be embedded in my report. Select the data source and provide your query. Hit OK. As you can see that here I did not use the parameter, but I would like to filter the rows by using the filters in SSRS. By using parameter, if we select the value and then it filter the records or give us the required result. By using the filters, we do not have to select the value. So the filter will be applied on the records automatically. We do not have to select the value the way we select or choose in the parameter. So now hit OK. Very first thing I would like to show you here, if you right click on the data set, go to data set properties and we have filters right here. So we can add the filters here. So let me go back here first, create the report. So in the design surface, right click, insert and add a table. Now the table is added. Let's get salesperson first name, last name, product name, and then country. And I would like to get a couple more columns to show you guys items sold. And then that's pretty much it. That's fine. We can add those columns later if we need. So bold and give some background color for this header column, and this is it. Our report is ready. Now we can see all those 11 records here, and what we would like to do here, we would like to filter the records for region Asia. So I have I don't have the region here, so let me add the region as well. So let me add the region right here. Now we have region column as well, and I would like to see the records only for Asia, and we do not want to use the filter parameter, and also we do not want to use the where clause. Maybe there is some other condition, we are writing some expressions and all that, and we are getting that value. So we can think about that, we want to use that value in a filter. So not in the query, not as a parameter, but on the data set or on the table or in the matrix or on the chart, we would like to use and filter those records. Go back to the data set, go to design, data set properties, and here we have filters. I can go ahead and filter these records. First of all, I would like to filter by region. I would like to have only the records for region where it is equal to Asia. So I put Asia, and this is it. So we are looking for, and our filter and expressions, we are looking for a column region, and that should be equal to Asia. So hit OK. Now go ahead and preview the report. And as you can see that right now we have only the records for Asia region. We can further apply the filters if we like. Let's say we want to include the country as well, and we say okay, we would like to see the records only from Pakistan or India, so one of them. So let's go back to the dataset, right click dataset properties, and then go to filters again, and then add a next filter. So here we're going to use the country, and the value we are looking for is let's say India. And now we have two filters. First we are filtering with the Asia, and then the whatever the records we will get, then we are only looking for India. Hit OK, review the report, and now you can see that we are only getting the records for the region Asia and country India. Now the next part I'm going to show you is the same thing. Instead of applying on the data set, I'm going to apply on the tablets. So go ahead and remove these. So let's select these, delete these ones. So we are good. Now we should see all those records right here. And I'm going to go ahead and on the tablets properties, and then go to filters. So it's pretty much the same thing what we have done on the data set. You can apply the filter on the tablets as well. So add, and then let's say region, and then is equal to the value, whatever the value we would like. Let's say in this case we would like to say Europe, and now we will be seeing the data only for Europe. So that's how you can apply these different filters. So let me remove this filter on the tablets and show you one thing. So right here, delete right now, and we are going to go ahead and see all the values. Now sometime we would like to select only few values. Let's say we would like to see only top 5 values or the records from this data set or in this table, and we can do that. Or we would like to see only the bottom 5 or 6 values. So filters can be very handy to handle these situations. So I'm going to go to design, and here in the right click on the tablets and tablets properties and filters, and add a filter, and I'm going to select the item sold. So let's say we are selecting the item sold and say okay, top n. So when we say top n, then we have to provide the value. In this case I'm going to say top 5. So we are selecting only the top 5 records. Hit OK. Now you can take a look. We have the records, the top 5 records for this table. If we would like to see the bottom 5, we can go ahead and take a look on that one as well. Let's go back, tablets properties, filter, and then here we can select the bottom n. So now we have bottom n, that's 5 in our case, and you can see that depending on the item sold values, the bottom 5 records are shown. So as you can see that few of the values are exactly matching. So once you have the values, let's say 2 is is the same value. So in this case you are seeing those values are repeating. So that's one thing to remember. If your values or the way you have put the condition, if the values will be same, those rows will come as a duplicate record. Even we are looking for only top 5, but depending on the values, it can't really make a decision, okay, I should be shown Alina or Tamara. So that's why it's bringing all of them as the value is same. So when you have the same value in the filtering, it will bring this more records, and in our case it is bringing us 6 records instead of 5, as the 2 is matching. Now let's go back. I might create another video how to handle this situation, but then you really have to make a decision, like take any random or take from Asia region or whatever. So you might want to put another filter there, you know. So here let's go back and say tablets properties, filter. Now instead of using top 5 n or bottom n, I would like to get something different. So let's say we would like to see or use the like operator. First of all, let me delete this filter so you can see the records again, and then we are going to come back and use it. So here I would like to get all the records that start with the A. So that's my goal. So if you see here, Amer, we have Alina, we have these are the only two records we have right here in the first name, and I would like to get anything that start with the A. So I'm going to go back here, go to the Tabular properties again, go to the filters again, add, and here I'm going to select the salesperson first name, and then here I would like to say like operator, and then let's go ahead and put A and then put asterisk. So once you put asterisk, it's going to take everything after A. So it is going to check anything that start with A, and then whatever we have after A, hit OK. And now you can see that we have Amer and Alina. So it did give us the records by using the like operator. This is weird. I mean, totally, because sometimes in the SSIS we have totally different expression, and here in the SSRS you have to put asterisk, and in the T-SQL you have to put the percentage sign. So the like operator here in SSRS, when you're using it for the filters, you have to use asterisk as a wildcard. So once you use that one, let me use let's say if I will use I'm not sure, let's say if underscore and all those kind of wildcard work or not. So if I will say okay, doesn't matter, underscore, I want to use okay, anything start with A, B, C, D, whatever, and then after that I should have A and then asterisk, if that works. So I'm just checking the underscore part if that works as a wildcard or not. So hit OK. Now if we run this one, and we didn't get any record, so I'm not sure for single character what you will put in the filter, but for the everything as a like, asterisk does really work fine for me. So if I want to check anything else, let's say if I would like to have M, so with the asterisk, so now it is going to give me anything that start with the M, and anything after that doesn't really matter. So that will work just fine. Now go to the Tabular properties, and I'm sure there would be single wildcard character that you can use with the like and all, but in my case let me see, yeah, I don't see that one coming in my brain right now, like how to use that single character, but asterisk will be used with the like. Now let's go and use in clause. So if I go ahead and use in clause here, and I would like to get all the records that has let's say they start with M or have M value or Amer. So I would like to get that. Let's see if this works. Okay, preview the report, and it did not return us anything. I know that there is a record that has M as the first name, and then we have Amer. Go to Tabular properties again, go to filters again, and see it has put these double quotes 3 times with M and Amer. So it means it is expecting double quotes somewhere. So let's put the double quotes by ourselves and say M double quotes comma double quotes and Amer. Now we have put the double quotes by ourselves, and with the comma we are separating them. Hit OK. Now preview the report, and we can see that it did bring those records. I would like to go back one more time, say Tabular properties, filter, remove this one, hit OK, and then see more values. So I have Amer, M, Christy, John. I would like to put more values and see that. Go to design again. I'm gonna use more values and see how it works, and say add, and first name in M, okay, and then our Amer, and then we had Chirag, and then we have John. So we had those values, so it should work. Now we are putting double quotes around each of the value and separating them with this comma. So hit OK. Now let's preview the report, and it did work just fine. So when you are writing filter with in clause, you have to separate that value with the comma, but you have to put double quotes around each value. So now we have seen that okay, with the tablets it works just fine. Let's go and insert a matrix and let's bring some values here. Let's say we bring the region here, we bring city on the columns and items sold on the values. Now what I would like to show you real quick, the filter is also available right here. So if I click here, go back to tablets property, and the filter is there, so I can write my filter as well. So if you are using matrix or let's say you're using matrix or table item, it doesn't really matter, it will just work same way. So I'm saying if the item sold is greater than 2, so I want to get all those values here and have the sum or summary. So it did calculate for me. Now I can go back, let's say, and if I would like to have insert a chart here, and let me select the pie chart here, and now I have a pie chart, and if I click on the pie chart anywhere, I can go to the chart properties, and here I have the filters as well, so I can add the filters. So at multiple places such as a table, matrix, chart, list, so there are different places where you can apply these filters, and I'm sure they will be really handy in some situations where we can't write our where class with the query, or we can't use the parameter, but we would like to get the records according to our condition. So thanks very much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in next video.